concept of the American dream is one that emphasizes prosperity, success, and the pursuit of happiness, and in this case, entertainment. Our national story this week is all about some dapper dudes that have outstanding style. This week, we release the Men of Fashion. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and welcome to the American Dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain in the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
Our first story is brought to you by a professional in your city. Let's hear what they have to share this week.
What's up, American Dream? I'm Justin Bush with Cardinal Financial. We're here in Sunny Isles Beach, Miami, Florida. We're here to meet with our beautiful friend, Marlene DeCespedes of Douglas Elliman, and she's got a beautiful unit here at the Trump Tower, so let's go say hey.
Hi.
There she is.
How are you, Justin?
Marlene, it's so good to see you.
Oh my God, great to see you.
Thanks for taking your Saturday morning to show me around.
Oh my God, well thank you for coming by to see
appreciate it. Wow.
this amazing unit.
This is nice.
Welcome.
Really nice.
Welcome to Unit 1105 in Trump Tower.
Wow, look at the finishes on this place, huh?
It's amazing.
Is that Venetian plaster?
It is.
It's really nice. I haven't seen that in a while.
Well, the interior designer, Jessica Garcelle, who remodeled this unit, did everything from top to bottom. You have the Venetian plaster, custom cabinetry. It is simply spectacular. Come take a look at the kitchen.
I love it. It's all, I mean, it fits the beach perfect, right? You've got the white finishes, it's still a little warm. And wow, look at these. The backsplash is awesome.
It's amazing. You have top-of-the-line
Really cool.
appliances, Bosch appliances, but the best part is this view.
Show me. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
This is Sunny Isles Beach. You have an amazing view of the intercoastal. It is simply stunning.
So this is, which tower? We're in?
We are in Trump Tower 1.
So this is the North Tower.
This is the North Tower, and if you're familiar with this building, it has amazing amenities. You have full-time concierge, valet, gym, restaurant, pool service.
So we've got it all.
Let me show you the master bedroom. After you.
Oh, thank you. Wow, it's really nice.
Isn't
Nice
it
and
beautiful?
open. They've really got great taste, the owners. I'm quite impressed.
The decorator continued all of the Venetian plaster in all of the bedrooms throughout the apartment.
So they didn't just stop up front, they finished it all out.
They finished it completely out.
It's
yes.
awesome, I love it.
So this property, it's 2 bedrooms and 2 baths and 1,435 square feet.
Okay, so I gotta ask, what's it go for?
It's only $1.2 million.
To be on the beach, Sunny Isles, it's not so bad. I like that.
To be on the beach, and it's a completely turnkey apartment.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. It's well done.
Now I have a question for you.
Sure.
You know, sometimes financing condos can be a little tricky.
You know, this building, we could do as little as 5% down, even at a 1.2 price.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. We got a lot of different options for condos. We do specialize in condo financing for South Florida because it is a little more complicated than the majority of the other states. So we do specialize in that, so lots of different options.
Wonderful. Good to know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so what are you gonna do now?
Like right now?
Like right now.
I have no plans.
So let me take you to lunch. There's an amazing hidden gem of a restaurant. It's around the corner. It's called Yakovsan. I'd love to take you for lunch. Ready to go?
Oh my God, absolutely.
All right,
Let's go.
So I'm telling you, this place is truly a hidden gem. You're really gonna love it.
All right, well, I'm hungry.
Yes, let's eat. Let's grab a table. Oh my gosh, Nancy!
Justin,
How
what
are
are you doing
you?
here?
You know, let me introduce you to Marlene.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Marlene
nice to
DeCespedes.
meet you.
So we were just checking out a unit at the Trump Tower. I have some friends that are interested in it, and they're up north right now, so I figured I'd stop by and check it out. Nancy is the editor-in-chief of HL magazine, Hola Latinos. We do a lot of work together, so.
Wow, amazing. Well, I'm here to have lunch with May, bringing her some magazines, the owner.
Okay.
Why don't you join us?
Oh, I love that.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Hi, I want to introduce, he's my husband. ownership, he or she can tell me. But everybody.
How are you, Marlene? Nice to meet you.
And I see you all the time.
He's going to be making for you guys everything.
What do we have here?
Oh, this is a one tuna guacamole. It is a fusion a little bit. It is a Mexican, a little bit mixed twist.
Like inspired.
Yes, it is like the slice of tuna, and then like guacamole is we homemade, a little bit twisted to the little bit Japanese style too. So we wrap it up, so you you can eat all together.
Ma'am?
Sure, please go ahead. This is the one is the lotus root, and then we saute with this little soy sauce, oil, and the sake.
So this is one of your signature dishes.
Yes, it's a vegan. It's a vegan. This is a tempura, a shrimp tempura, and then the vegetable. This is traditional. Everywhere you go, tempura, so everybody eat.
That's good. So these are prawns?
It's a prawn, like the shrimp, the eggplant. This is a sweet potato.
Oh, that's sweet potato.
Yeah. Kampachi is in English.
Like a kind of yellowtail fish.
Yellowtail. This is what we call it. Yeah.
And this is what? This is
This is a daikon. It's a radish.
oh, radish.
Shredded radish.
Yeah, shred radish, and then with the ponzu, you can eat it the heartburn. It's very good for heartburn. It is a very healthy. You know, you don't have anything left when you sleep. Nothing left. It digests quickly
It's pure protein.
You can't taste any fishiness.
because it's fresh. Okay.
Nice.
See the oil? Is that this one the healthy fat?
Oh,
See,
it is.
healthy fat.
It's
yeah.
a healthy fat?
And you can.
So good. So, Marlene, was I right or was I right?
You were 100% correct.
Told you.
Amazing.
This is the hidden gem of Miami. It really is. And stone's throw from the apartment you're showing me earlier. It's really nice, right? Really cool. May, thank you so much for having us. I'm so happy I ran into you, Nancy. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're always welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to us.
As professionals, we all like to dress to impress, but some tend to stand out above the crowd with personal flair, style, and above all, personality. Without further ado, let's get the show started.
So I'm Lloyd Fox, Long Realty, the Fox Group, owner and broker of my own business, and it's interesting, you know, people ask me all the time why my clothes, why fashion is so important to me. Getting ready for the day. It's not about me. A lot of times it's about what I have planned for the day. Is it a meeting? Is it a presentation? Is it a seller? Who is the seller? What do they do for a living? And I've got to figure out, just like a good marketer, you got to figure out like what that seller, what that audience is like. Didn't grow up with a lot of money. It's not like we ever needed, you know, never a need for something, but you know how it is when you're in grade school or high school or college, you know, people wear certain things, you know, labels, whatever, and I always knew what I liked. It's just a matter of whether I could afford it or not. So, and I couldn't, you know, all through grade school, it was, you go through the Sears catalog, be the winner, or, you know, Tough Skins jeans, and everyone else is getting Levi's and Nikes and Adidas. And so when I started to make a living and make my own money, a natural investment is what I always think of it as when it comes to your clothes, was to buy the things I really wanted. And it wasn't about labels and it wasn't about the money, it was about the quality, it was about the look, and it was about what I really wanted to express about me, what I wanted to project.
My name is David Nichols. I own Nichols Custom Clothiers. I'm a fourth generation in the business, been doing it all my life. I've worked for Oprah, I've worked for CNBC, I've worked for CNN, I've worked for Showtime Boxing. I did the clothes for the Olympic basketball team. I've done a couple movies that I've been in the wardrobe department. So I'm one of the top people in my industry. And I feel real good about that. You know, and one of my biggest accolades is Mr. Lloyd Fox. I've been doing clothes for him since 1997. These are the first 2 suits I did for Lloyd in 1997. It's a 3-button. I got 6-button vest. And look at that, they even have pleats. Let's see if they got cuffs. Let's see. Oh, pleats and cuffs. So back in the day, these were the most popular thing out there. So 1997, so 20 years old, and look at them. They look brand new. This is the same thing, except this is blue. Pleats, cuffs, 3-button front, 6-button vest. Oh no. That with a black pant or a navy slack, that'd be awesome.
I've always enjoyed design, so fashion design to me has always interested me. And so when I'm doing something with a suit or a pair of shoes or boots or anything, people laugh at me all the time because I want everything done custom. I mean, I want it the way I want it. My tailor, drive him nuts. My boot maker at Paul Bond Boots, I drive them nuts. But it's about what I want, you know. And I'm thankful that I feel like I'm creative and I want to put things together. And I love my last name. My parents aren't here anymore. It's all I've got. So I'll take that last name Fox because I think it's great. It's on my monogram on everything, F-O-X. It's easy. Why do the initials when I can do the name? It's just something simple. It's fun. I have a great time with materials and everything else. I don't care if it's Nike, my tennis shoes, for goodness sakes. You know, whether it's Nike ID, boots, clothing, monogram on a shirt, my belts. I just like making things my own way. So now it's funny, you know, I have a lot of clients that laugh because, you know, I'll show up in the middle of the summer and I've got full regalia, 3-piece, full suit, whatever, and it's 110 degrees out. The one thing I know I never have to do is apologize for the way I'm dressing. Because I believe in a few things. Number one, whether I'm meeting with a client or not meeting with a client, really doesn't matter. I'm dressing up so that I can get prepared for the day, to be who I am and to feel good about who I am and to be the part. And to go in and launch into the day is important to me. You gotta dress that way. And I never know, you know, in this business, you never know when a client's gonna call you or a new potential opportunity is gonna hit you. You just gotta dress up. When you leave, you feel like you're ready for the day and you're on your game and you're ready to work. It's not about comfort level. It's about respect and honoring the people you work for, because I'm a representation of them. I'm a representation of my client, an extension of my client. So I'm gonna keep on rocking this. And I love wearing clothes. I love expressing myself because of the opportunity I'm provided by people. I know that I'm always gonna be judged. I know that everything in life is like an interview. So why wouldn't I want to look the best I possibly can?
American Dreamers, I've got a special treat for you. This is a Men of Fashion episode. I've been honored they've asked me to do this. I'm not a big fashionista dude. I don't study a lot of it, but I know what I like when I see it, and I like to just have fun with it. You know, to me, especially in the Beverly Hills market, when I'm going out to meet clients, I want them to know who I am. When I'm going places, I want to be a statement. Look good, feel good, be good. It's kind of how I like to roll. I'm just not a standard dude, you know. I like to have a little pop, as you can see, wearing a yellow crane jacket right now. But I need things with a little flair because this is how I like to live my life. So tonight, we're here at Grinders. Grinders have been in Beverly Hills for 8 years. I get a lot of suits here, custom suits, very boutique, it's great. They've closed it down for me. We're gonna get fitted for a suit so I can take you through that process. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grinders in Beverly Hills. Let's take a look. Mr. Blowers.
Scott, welcome to Grinders.
It's good to be welcome. And
I know your favorite.
welcome indeed. Thank
How
you so
about a
much.
little McCallum 12?
God, this is a great welcome. I'm very excited to dig in and get a suit. It's always my fun time when I walk in here. You know, getting a new suit's always a great thing for me, a good experience. So
Absolutely.
happy to see what you have, and let's get things going.
Good. Come on back.
All right.
Are you thinking about doing something off the rack, or we're going to try to make one for you today?
I want to give everybody the custom experience. You know, I love custom. I love kind of designing my own thing with your fabrics and patterns. And,
Absolutely. It gives you an opportunity to make it your own.
Exactly. I'm feeling, you know, being fall, I kind of like something, you know, obviously nothing too standard, but nothing, some nice fall flair.
We can do it. We can do it. Dark in color, but maybe a little pop color.
I like it. So take us through your fitting process and just kind of walk us through the steps.
Okay, basically what I have here is our custom clothing order form, and it gives you an opportunity to see how we're going to detail the jacket, whether you want side vents, center vent, whether you want a notch lapel or a peak lapel. We can talk about contrast details. One of the things that you mentioned last time you were here was the idea of maybe something with an elbow patch that would be really cool.
Bring back the elbow patch.
Absolutely, bring back the elbow patch.
Yeah.
You know, old school becomes new school.
Bring back the elbow patch.
How about that? How about that? What's old is new again.
Well, you know, I trust you. You've done a lot of my stuff, so I will defer to you. You know, we'll pick the fabrics and kind of get that, but you will make, you know, I'll choose the meats, but you'll make the sizzle.
Okay,
you know?
terrific.
I think I want to go with this fabric. I really like this.
Terrific.
And, what are the next steps?
Well, we've got some fun linings here. Obviously, the one that we have here, I believe, is beautiful since we picked it out. But there is also the opportunity of really kind of making it as your own. As I say, custom is really all about you. It's my job to measure you correctly, but it's your job to basically make it sizzle.
Indeed. So while we're getting rolling with the measuring, tell us a little bit the history of, you know, Grinders and where you started. You started in Tampa 38 years ago, right?
38 years ago, 1981, this month. And we have been there for, as you said, 38 years. We've been out here for about 8.5 in Beverly Hills. And then just 2 weeks ago today, we opened in downtown Sarasota.
Nice.
So we have 3 stores and really trying to make products that are our own. Make Grinders unique in the marketplace,
So
which is not easy today.
What got you into this, and what separates you from, you know, we're in Beverly Hills, the heart of Beverly Hills, where it is just right here.
Mm-hmm.
What separates you? I love coming here, but what separates you from, you know what's your differentiators?
Well, I mean, years ago, Southern California was filled with specialty stores. Today, because of all the big brands, those specialty stores don't exist. Being the fact that I have a store for 38 years in Tampa, we brought that philosophy to Southern California. There is only one Beverly Hills. I think the strongest brand name in fashion, if not beyond. And it's just something that I felt like if we were going to really take it to the next level, Beverly Hills had a good part of what we were doing.
The difference between going to like a Macy's or store and not just buying stuff, you know your measurements, they do a couple things, compared to a custom suit is night and day. The way you look in the suit, the way you feel in the suit, and just being able to design it yourself and put a little flair and put your own character into it, that to me is what it's about, you know, but it just fits so much differently and so much better. It's just night and day.
Absolutely. I always like to say that the tape measure is just a tool. It just gets us started, but really my eyes and my ears are my best fitting devices.
Exactly.
Because I want to know how you want to look in the suit, how much expression, as far as trimness in here. You've already told me you're going to lose some weight, so we'll measure it a little bit on the trim side.
From the goal, man.
But as you can
So
see, the
damn close.
overall shape through the shoulders and through the chest is gorgeous. This coat, you could walk out with this coat right now, it'd be gorgeous on you. But we're making a suit, so we got to get the trousers involved as well.
Exactly. So for me, again, it's just like I'm so excited because every time I come in here, I know like I've accomplished putting the work in, and this to me is my reward. You know. So
Absolutely.
That and a nice dinner.
And we're not necessarily always looking for the one sale. We were looking for the long-term relationship.
That's right.
Same thing you try to do with your clients.
All right. So what are we doing next here with Marlene?
So go ahead and leave this on,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a couple of measurements here. Basically wanted to show you what I feel like is the finishing touches. You know, the clothing itself, the suit is the canvas, The painting is really made up in the shirt and the tie, and then today, one of the real important features is the pocket square.
Who's the artist? Painting, canvas, artist?
Absolutely. How about that? How about that?
All right, I'd like to see this. Can I see this on? Just
Let's
to
do
see
it.
the
Let's
finished
do
look?
it. It's one thing to see it on a table. It's another thing to see it come to life.
Beautiful. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna put that shirt in there as well.
Yes.
The custom inside.
We are.
Would you like my initial maybe the AD for American Dream?
Okay, AD. I love it. I love it.
So what's the turnaround time? Did you know I love getting in these sooner rather than later?
Well, we're going to make it right, so it's going to take 6 weeks.
All right, I like it. I appreciate that.
But it's absolutely going to be gorgeous. I think the color is fantastic on you. And as I mentioned to you when we were looking at fabrics earlier, this coat would be a great sport coat. It could be a suit, a coat, great pair of pants with another jacket or a sweater. So it's really a 3-in-1 deal.
Love it.
Absolutely.
This is great. So I'm super excited to have this. And I definitely appreciate, as usual, the hospitality.
My pleasure.
What you do, I can't wait. I'll wear it on one of my next segments coming up here so everybody can see. I'm looking forward to wearing this. It's going to be amazing with pants.
It will be amazing. You're going to get a ton of compliments.
Like a glove,
It's going to be a lot
Jimmy.
of fun.
Like a glove.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chris, thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate everybody. And for me, again, fashion is all about having fun, just enjoying your life. For me, this is a reward. I work hard in my life, and I love looking good and going out and separating myself. And you go to those meetings. It's just about having fun. I'm not serious about it. You got to enjoy your life, right?
Absolutely, and I will tell you, it just takes a little effort. Goes a long way with fashion.
Exactly.
You have to try too hard. And you can see right here with just a fun little afternoon, we came up with something gorgeous.
That's right. American Dreamers, thanks so much for your time. Scott Goshorn, 86th.
My name is Tim McBride. I'm partner with Wexler Real Estate here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm founder of Homes for Good. I'm a real estate agent and a change agent, as I like to call myself, as I believe in using the platform I have to not only serve my clients, but also serve my community by bringing people together through great stories. And when I think of fashion, for me, I don't necessarily always trend towards, suit and tie. I come from the West Coast, born and raised in Vancouver, but I spent 12 years almost in Southern California, and I love kind of the surf casual culture that is Southern California. You see a lot of it here. So my morning typically starts with having kind of planned out my day the night before. If I know I'm going to be in the office, kind of doing more admin, paperwork, I kind of typically go a little more business casual. If I know I'm out in the marketplace a little more, open houses, meetings with clients or potential clients, presentation is very important to me. I take my job seriously and my responsibility as a realtor seriously. So, as I go through, I have my jackets, my suits, some ties. Got to bring a little color, personality to it. Variety of shirts, different color pants, dress pants, more casual pants, jeans, golf shirts, a bunch of different belts, sweaters, and then shoes. But my day, what I wear is always going to be professional. I'm always going to want to put my best foot forward and in terms of using fashion to honor the work that I'm doing, honor the work that I'm trying to accomplish, and create an element of pride in myself and trust with my clientele and my marketplace. I grew up with two very supportive parents, but my father kind of instilled with me the entrepreneurial spirit, and his passion really, after he walked away from the corporate world, was in men's retail and men's fashion. He always kind of had an eye for it, an interest in it, and he took a leap of faith and he started in 1988. I was 6 years old, his own men's clothing store. He saw a need in our city and our community for something that could provide men quality, professional attire with a little bit of style to it, something that he hadn't been able to find in Vancouver at the time. When we talk about fashion, I'm kind of inspired by this little book I have here, because it's a folder or file my dad gave me, which is kind of his opening first few months. And there's some great images in here that show kind of the outfitting of the store and it kind of coming to life. So, being an entrepreneur, kind of real estate, you got to create your own success. You got to build your own success, and it's really inspiring to go back and see kind of the shell of an office space that he turned into, what became a very, very successful men's retail shop. 29 years later, he retired with still the same store and an amazing track record of just amazing relationships that went far beyond just him selling men's clothing, but to building lifelong relationships within the community across Canada and around the country. Part of my style too is I grew up motivated and inspired by the sports industry, both the team component, the business component, but also the athlete. They were inspirations to me, not only in their talents and gifts as phenomenal athletes, but what they represented to the community. And as I've kind of grown up and gone through college and got into the sports business space, you start to see players take more responsibility for their brand. We're in more of a digital era, so they can. So I always kind of find it fun to watch, what players are wearing, how they enter stadiums, how they leave stadiums, and kind of the respect they give to their wardrobe. If you have integrity in what you're doing and why you're wearing things, then I think it's great. There is no right way to wear something or right way to look, as long as it's respectful in regards to the environment it's in, I guess. If there is a piece though that has stuck with me from the beginning of my kind of that passion and career in sports, it's the hat. Specifically New Era, just the quality, the recognition that brand has, that logo has. And I've just naturally wanted to own hats, and kind of as I went through college, I started accumulating more and more. They became art pieces on my wall. They became pieces I wore, pieces I didn't wear, but I always found there was a story with each hat. Whether it was me at a stadium buying a hat, or a city I lived in, or just the color, the style. If you know me, you'll know I have probably over 100 New Era Pro Fits from all across all leagues and all teams and all cities. And there's basically a story behind every piece that I bought. And I've taken that passion, I've kind of branded it on my kids, if you will. They all have their own kind of New Era infant Pro Fits, and each one has one in the city they were born, and each one has one of the city that my wife and I have either lived in or are from. So, like I said, there's always kind of a reason for it, but there's personality to it. I've always appreciated that when someone wins something, the hat is the first thing that people put on. It's a statement of success, of championship, of winning. It also represents team and community. One thing that's really important to me when it comes to fashion is I don't in any way use fashion as a motivator or a vehicle to highlight success or to promote myself. I see it more as my uniform, if you will. Coming from the sports background, uniform, when that goes on, there's a level of professional and there's a level of expectation in terms of execution. So when I dress professionally, whether it be suit and tie, the way I'm dressed now, it's me making a commitment to myself.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream, and hope that you saw something new and entertaining. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and thank you so much for watching.